All right, guys. Guys and gals out there. This is one of my old builds. I have a small video done back in the days. Pretty horrible video, actually. And this is one of the earlier builds that I've done. It was pretty cool back in the days. Unfortunately, through the passage of time and just moving from place to place, I lost the controller. I wasn't able to ever get back the controller or get back the circuit board to sync up with another controller. So it was pretty much dead in the water. As you can tell down here, it's pretty messy. The way I built it, it had, if I remember the functions correctly, it was a raw crawler speed. It could steer from the front as well as the rear, and then do dual steering as well. And also the controller was linked up with the winch and the headlights. With this switch down here, I could switch between the two to be able to control it. I believe there was another switch down here that I could actually work the winch and also back up. It would switch between just the winch, controlling it with the controller, or if I switch this switch as well, I can reverse, and at the same time the winch would be pulling backwards as well. So kind of like trying to pull another vehicle out of the sand or water or whatever. The setup was pretty nice. I don't think I could get it back to that. I'm gonna try. I got another controller, the 3-channel controller. If I can get it back to functioning the same way, I'm definitely gonna try. If not, I think it was still pretty cool. Oh yeah, one of the biggest functions that I was pretty proud of. I got an idea from the 1/6 scale Jeeps. There was somebody out there that did a 1/6 scale Jeep with steering. So I figured I'd try doing it to the 1/18 scale G.I. Joe. And I was able to put another servo in there that coincided with the steering, and it would steer. And then I got this Jeep is a little bit big. I think it's more 1/16 than 1/18. So I got one of the biggest figures, of course, the Rock. And I got a custom jacket for him. From, I forgot the gentleman that does them, but yeah, I outfitted him. This arm is actually flexible to the point where wherever the steering wheel steers, his hand looks like it's steering as well. So that function should be fairly easy. It's just a white connector to the servo, where it would go from the circuit board directly to the servo. All you do is insert the same wire to the transmitter. The receiver, I should say. Sorry about that. You just do the same thing, but instead of connecting it directly to the circuit board, you get a Y split, and you could buy that. It's basically one wire going into two different outlets. So you connect one with this one with the steering, and another one that's hidden underneath down here. I think you could see it maybe. That is connected to the steering. Before you do it though, before you finalize that situation, you gotta make sure that you have these two servos turning the right way. You don't want the steering wheel to be turning left and then the wheels to turn right. So it took me a little bit of a challenge to at first try to figure that out, because I did install it and then that's what it ended up being. So I had to reverse. I think I reversed the wires or reversed the position of the servo. Forgot what I did, but either way, now it's set up. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna destroy basically the whole thing, take it apart as carefully as I can, remove all this. This was what was it, the hot glue gun, and it's messy. Hot glue gun is hard to work with, and it doesn't last long. So I'm gonna try to remove all this hot glue stuff without ripping the wires and not doing too much damage. Maybe reinforcing the body. Not too sure how, back in the days, how much I knew how to reinforce and make it look a little bit more presentable. So yeah, so that's the project that I'm working on now. I'll keep you guys posted on the developments. If you guys have any questions, I'll let you know what I know from my experience as far as the electronics is concerned. And yeah, if you'd like to see anything else or you have any questions, send me a message. All right, keep those imaginations rolling.